The pandemic, many of us are trying to make fewer trips to the grocery. And the last time registered dietitian Heidi Harkopf from the New England Dairy was with us, she taught us how to make our dairy last.
Yeah, she is building that and building on that today, and she's adding in some veggies. We need our veggies too, Heidi.
That's right. You know, it's important to stockpile your house with fresh produce because we know how delicious it is. Plus, it really helps keep us strong and healthy, and that's what we're all looking for, isn't it?
Well,
Yes.
let me just tell you, Heidi, I was thinking about you in the BJ's aisle 2 days ago because they had the 12-pack of Chobani yogurt, and I was like, I'm not buying it because it's just for myself, but now I know I can freeze it. So thank you.
Yay!
You can freeze your milk and your yogurt. Who knew?
Life-changing. Anyway, so we're talking about veggies this time around, mixing it up with dairy?
Absolutely, because you know what? We want to keep our house well stocked, but sometimes if you're just shopping once a week or once every 2 weeks, you might look in your fridge and a few things might look a little bit past their prime. However, they're still great to use. I want to give you a super tip on how once a week to clean out the fridge, utilize your produce, because we don't want to throw it out.
No.
Not only is that a waste of our own resources at home, but our farmers, our Connecticut dairy farmers work so hard to be sustainable for all of us that what we can really do is our part and not waste food, because wasting food is really not good for the environment. So let me give you some tips on how to utilize and not waste your produce and how dairy can come to the rescue with that.
Okay.
Perfect.
So once a week, what you're going to do is take a look at your refrigerator and take out things that are starting to look past their prime. Sometimes when we buy produce, we use a certain amount for a recipe and there's always a little bit left. Take it all out. Carrots that get a little bendy like this one, they're still fine to use. And what I do once a week is I take these things out that are a little bit past the optimal state. I cut them into pretty big hunks. Here in this bowl, what I have is cauliflower. I've got broccoli, carrot, red pepper. Just to make easy work, big chunks, a little oil, a little salt, and I'm going to put them into a roasting pan and just pop it in the oven. And there's no exact recipe for this. 350 degrees, 400. Put that in there, and then at the end you have this wonderful bowl of roasted vegetables. And I'm going to show you how you can take these roasted vegetables and do lots of different things with them. So do you both keep cheese pizza in your freezer?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yes, I usually keep it for the kids. They like, quick meal. Here's a cheese pizza.
It's a great blank slate. So it's wonderful on its own. Like you said, kids really like plain cheese pizza. Sometimes as adults, like it spruced up a little bit. So what I'll do with the roasted vegetables, since I made them big hunks, I might cut them up into smaller pieces, and I will just top this cheese pizza with some of these roasted vegetables before I pop it into the oven. And then it gives it that added boost of plants plus dairy, which is like the ultimate power couple when it comes to combining nutrients and flavor. So that would be how to spruce up your cheese pizza with your bowl of roasted vegetables. Another idea, if you remember a few weeks ago when I was here, is I talked about freezing cheese as well, Scott. So not only the yogurt, but you can freeze like packs of shredded cheese. And I'm going to grab some of that right out of the freezer. And I will put it into a flour tortilla. You can use a corn tortilla as well. And again, I'm going to take those roasted vegetables and I'll top it. So you see how versatile they are. And it doesn't matter. You can put your onions in the roasting pan, celery, green beans, whatever you have in the produce area of your refrigerator. Simply close this up, and then I fold it in half, and I'm just going to take this and pop it into a frying pan and toast it up and melt it. And then one more tip I'd like to share with you. You can even take flatbreads, which are really popular right now, and we're going to do a bit of a variation on it. I have some pesto. This is just pesto I had in the freezer from a bumper crop of basil this summer, but you can certainly buy pesto as well. And I'm going to top the flatbread with pesto, and then I'm going to add some cheese again, right from the freezer. And then this too, I'm going to take and I'll top it with some of my roasted vegetables, and then put that in the toaster oven for a few minutes, and you have another quick meal. So you can see that when you combine these things together, it makes for easy dinners, plus you're not wasting any food.
Heidi, how close do you live to the studio? Because I'm starving, and you've got all the food in your house.
Can't wait till you come back together in person. If you would like to learn more about all the great sustainability efforts our dairy farmers are doing here in Connecticut, visit ctdairy.org. You can get recipes and dairy.com. So I encourage you to check it out because we have lots of great ideas just like this.
Yes, ctdairy.org and newenglanddairy.com. Thank you so much, Heidi, and some good inspiration there. I often think, what can I do with all this fridge? But I was doing all these different things. I love the idea you put it in one pan, roast everything.
Roast it all up.